tonight on Connecticut's news station, record high heat across our state. We'll look at how people enjoyed the warmth and how long we'll feel these summer-like temps.
Also, we are following breaking news tonight. An Air National Guard member in Massachusetts is due in federal court after being accused of leaking classified documents.
And the state's looking to breathe new life into an airport that isn't used very much. We'll look at the new proposals for Brainerd Airport in Hartford and what the site could look like.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we start things off here at 10 o'clock on the Weather Watch, expecting more record heat across the state coming our way tomorrow. Good evening, I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Jen Bernstein. Thank you so much for joining us. Today's temperatures made early spring feel more like the middle of summer. Here's a look at today's high temperatures from the Weather Watch Center. Hartford hit 92 degrees, which shattered today's old record of 86 from more than 50 years ago.
If you found ways to stay cool, it was a wonderful day to get outside and spend some time outdoors, which is exactly what people did tonight at the Coleman Brothers Carnival in Middletown. Fox 61's Gabby Molina joining us live there tonight to show us the fun. Gabby, good night for a carnival.
Ben and Jen, it is the greatest night for a carnival because even after the sun went down, it still feels pretty warm out here. So you can see that there are still people out here enjoying this little bit of summer. And it's not something that they typically get to do at this carnival. In fact, it's usually quite the opposite. When the Coleman Brothers Carnival comes to Middletown, it has a bit of a reputation.
The rainmaker. Every single year for as long as I could remember, they brought the rain.
But you wouldn't know it based on Thursday's weather.
This year they brought nice weather.
The sun shining and not a cloud in the sky.
We've been here in practically every element there is, but this is by far the best weather we've had in a long time.
The carnival has been around for over 100 years. And in that time, they've seen it all.
And I remember one year they had to leave. There's a river back there and it flooded, so they had to leave and they came back. And another year they brought the snow.
The rides, games, and food come to Middletown in early April. So it's not typical to see temperatures quite this high, even on the nicest days.
Is it hot? Too hot. This is fantastic. This is gorgeous. What a great day. Great day to have fun.
Some are hoping that this means that we could be in for a wild ride this upcoming summer.
It's going to be a beautiful summer. Yep, we're going to have gorgeous weather. It's going to be a great summer.
With a taste of it here already, plenty of people were taking advantage of the weather. A long line forming as soon as the fairgrounds opened. With many schools on spring break, families were happy to find something to do.
I came with my friend to enjoy her kids and watch her kids go on the rides, but my feet will stay planted.
I took the time off. He had spring break, and we're out here. 85 degrees outside.
And it's not over yet. Friday is expected to bring the same summer-like temps.
I'll probably be headed down towards the beach.
The carnival will be here in Middletown until this Sunday. Coming up at 11, I'll tell you the small change that they've made that seems to be making a big difference when it comes to getting the best weather possible for this carnival. Live in Middletown, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Looks like a great night, Gabby. Thank you very much. And as Gabby was just saying, you know, those high temperatures aren't going anywhere tomorrow.
Yeah, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for another look at the forecast. Rachel, summer coming early here.
Yeah, we had record-shattering warmth out there today, which nobody, absolutely nobody is surprised about. You don't need to be a meteorologist to know this is really early heat for this time of year. Today's high 92 degrees in the Hartford area, breaking the old record of 86. That was set back in 1971. And we also set a new daily record high temperature in Bridgeport near the 80-degree mark. We have one more day just like it, a complete do-over tomorrow before temperatures will start to cool back again heading into the weekend and especially next week. But it's 10 o'clock tonight. And we're still talking about temperatures in the low 70s, which is incredibly impressive. Middle 60s right now for New Haven, all the way through Groton. And we'll see overnight lows dipping back into the 50s to right around 60 degrees as we head towards daybreak. Tomorrow, we're going to start off with a few clouds. We break for sunshine, once again feeling like July with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s away from the Connecticut shoreline. And at the beaches, we're looking at high temperatures that'll climb into the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. Then we'll see more clouds come in as we step into this weekend with a chance for a few scattered showers, although it is by no means a washout. We'll take a look, your full forecast coming up.
All right, thank you, Rachel. And be sure to scan the QR code to download the free Fox 61 News app. It's a great resource for hour-by-hour forecasts to track just how hot it will be. You can also get news and traffic updates sent right to your phone. All right, we are following some breaking news tonight about the man in Massachusetts accused of leaking highly classified documents online.
That man now expected to appear in federal court tomorrow. Fox 61's Brent Harden joining us in the Breaking News Center with the new details we're learning tonight. Brent.
Yeah, Ben and Jen, the FBI arrested an Air National Guardsman, 21-year-old Jack Teixeira. He was taken into custody in North Dighton, which is just east of Providence, Rhode Island. Teixeira was most recently stationed at Otis Air National Guard Base on Cape Cod as a member of the 102nd Intelligence Wing, and as a cybersecurity expert, he held the highest level security clearance granted by the federal government. Teixeira is now accused of sharing the documents about the war in Ukraine and other information about U.S. allies on a small group chat in the app Discord. Eventually, those documents spread outside the group. Attorney General Merrick Garland addressed the case this afternoon.
Today, the Justice Department arrested Jack Douglas Teixeira in connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information.
Now, Teixeira is scheduled to appear in federal court in Boston tomorrow. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is directing his department to conduct an intelligence access review to prevent any more leaks in the future. In the Breaking News Center, I'm Brent Harden, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station. Jen.
All right, Brent, thank you very much. Also breaking tonight, police in Hartford are investigating after they say a teen was shot. The shooting was reported on Vineland Terrace around 8:45 this evening. The victim is said to be a 19-year-old woman. She is in the hospital and we're told is said to be alert and conscious.
A person was seriously injured in a crash on Route 15 southbound in Wallingford. It happened right near exit 66. A car was hit from behind, causing it to roll over and hit the wire guardrail, sending it down an embankment. The driver was ejected from the vehicle during that crash. The driver was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The second car involved was able to pull over, and that driver was not injured. Police are now looking to talk to anybody who witnessed that crash.
Southington police are searching for the car they believe was involved in a hit-and-run crash with a pedestrian. This is a photo of the type of car believed to be involved here. Police say a person was hit while walking near St. Thomas Cemetery yesterday. The victim was taken to the hospital but is expected to survive. Officers say the car's mirror was found on scene and is being held as evidence. All right, new at 10, the state is looking at what the future will be for Brainerd Airport in Hartford.
A new study is looking at the issues with the site of the city's south end and what could be done to revive that area. Fox 61's Jake Garcia was at a public meeting about the issue tonight. He joins us to explain the proposal. Jake?
Well, Ben and Jen, tonight's meeting focused on economic and environmental impacts of the airport and looking at two options of the future of Hartford Brainerd Airport.
We're looking at two different things for the airport. One is, what happens if we keep the airport open and what improvements could happen to that airport, as well looking at highest and best uses if the airport was to close.
The future of Hartford Brainerd Airport is up in the air as a study paid for by the state is being conducted to determine what to do with the airport and the property it sits on.
We're currently also performing a market scan and market analysis, and that's going to be looking at the entire Hartford area market in the region to find out really what are the best uses that could go on the airport itself.
Tonight's meeting found the century-old airport is operating at a net loss and is only projected to add 15 more flights in the next 20 years. Still, there is hope to keep Brainerd alive and make it modern. One of the proposed ideas is using it to include large commercial drones or even helicopter rideshare services that can take people from the capital city to places like Manhattan and Boston.
Hartford Brainerd Airport is a valuable regional resource, and we should be building on it, not closing it.
Most of the people we spoke with tonight want to see the airport remain open.
And I think it is possible. I just think that unfortunately, impending speaking of closures does not help the growth of the airport.
Now, the final report and recommendation will be given to state lawmakers later this fall. The next public meeting is scheduled for May 18th. In studio, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We will see what happens, Jake. Thank you. New video tonight at 10 showing thieves stealing a catalytic converter from somebody's car in their driveway during the middle of the day in Woodbridge. Police say it happened right around 3 p.m. on Tuesday. One suspect used a power tool to try and remove a converter. The homeowner went outside to confront them when another suspect appears to point a gun at him. The suspect then drove away. Officers remind you to not approach suspects in a situation like this and to call 911 instead. Anyone with information should call Woodbridge Police.
And new at 10, the race to replace Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin is on. A forum was held tonight for candidates to discuss their future for the capital city. There's currently 8 candidates vying for the position, and there could be more. The deadline to file isn't until August. The primary is scheduled for September, and the general election won't be held until November.